Hello, my name's Claire Yates. I'm a freelance training consultant. I presented this for the Boardroom Network a few years ago. It still holds true today. Enjoy the video and let's catch up again at the end. Thank you. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit more about where I can make a difference and what that could make to everyone's lives. So I've just come back from an amazing holiday in Madagascar, and there were some very extraordinary things I discovered about Madagascar. And the first thing is that only 47% of all properties have got mains water. So everybody else has to go and get their water from a standpipe, and in the city they have to pay to go and fill up a jerry can, which is a bit unnerving. And the second thing is their road system is so awful that you can never guarantee to be anywhere, ever, in any timescale. On the roads at any given time, and this includes major trunk roads, there are people pulling carts, there are zebu, which is a type of cow with a hump, pulling carts, there are people walking, and then there's all sorts of charabancs and things. It looks like a scene from Mad Max with all these vehicles, and then you encounter a pothole the size of a pond. And so you suddenly realise that your watch is irrelevant because you will get there when you get there. The sun rises at 6:30 and on the dot it sets at 6:30. So if you want to do anything, you do it in daylight hours and then you change things. And I became actually really relaxed. I had no phone signal out there either, ladies and gentlemen. I saw no television, I read no newspapers. It was like that period of time, totally detached from reality. And then I came back and I started to do this. I'm late, I'm going to be late. And I suddenly thought, what is this obsession with time and why does it matter so much? And do we ever have enough of it? So I looked at my life. Am I having the time of my life? So as soon as I came back, Claire, what have you got in your diary for? So I thought, there's all the appointments. And then the stress of, can I get there in time, and working it all out. And then when my kids were younger, it was the school times, racing back to make sure I could pick them up from school, making sure that they got to school on time. That was a challenge, by the way. That was real. I've got 3 boys, 4 years apart. At any given day, one of them would have lost a shoe. They walked in with 2. I don't know what happened to them when they were going back out again. What did they do with the other one? They'd announced they got PE when I didn't know they had. All this stuff going on. Meetings. So a meeting overruns and all of a sudden you start to look at your watch, panicking because you're there longer than you planned to and you have another meeting to go to. Oh, and there's deliveries. How many of you have waited in for something to arrive and it's late or it doesn't turn up? And I had a massive hissy fit with IKEA last Friday. In fact, I had a complete meltdown, threatening to take all of the order, cancel a lot of them because they were so inefficient. How stressful was that? Train timetables, sorry, I'm just going to drop that in there. The news yesterday wasn't great, wasn't it? No one in charge. I'm just absolutely appalling. And then there's our commuting, the stuff we rely on every day to get us from A to B. All a bit challenging, all a bit scary. So then there's the time thieves, the children. I don't want to go, dragging their feet. I developed an Omen voice when my kids were little. It was suddenly,
what do you mean? You need that. You didn't tell me last night.
And then suddenly this voice came out of nowhere. I didn't have it before I had children, but they started.
Would you please get in that bathroom?
You're all recognising it. Partners, spouses, they all mean to be helpful, but it's just suddenly, oh, we're going now, are we? Oh, what are we doing? Sorry, I'm just holding on to your time. Well-meaning friends, I'm sorry, is this a bad time? It's just I really need some help. And you think, oh no, okay, in you come. The traffic problems, the roadworks, the delayed trains, our meeting's overrunning. So what do I do? Well, Mrs. Doubtfire wouldn't come to my house, but lots of people have got cleaners to help them get some time back, because if you've got some time, who the heck wants to spend it doing cleaning? I've always been decorative, by the way, never practical. Cleaners were all a great idea. The gardeners, the dog waters, the babysitting. The gadgets, well, I don't know if they do actually save time. Ready meals, takeaways, online and banking. All of this to get back that precious time that we think we've given to somebody else. Now, this is my problem with lawyers. Claire, I've got to tell you, I'm far too busy to have this conversation. I'm too busy to tell you how busy I am. In fact, I'll tell you what, call me in 6 months, I might be less busy then. Does anybody recognise this? It's a bit of a challenge. Now, I've got a solution for busy lawyers, but this is the problem. I can't be bothered to see any pesky salesmen. For goodness sake, I've got a battle to fight and there's the answer. But this is happening all the time, that if you're too busy to tell people how busy you are you going to miss out on the one person who might be able to help you with your time? So our technology, we reckon, saves an average conveyancer around 30 minutes a day. Now, it might not seem a lot, but what would you do with 30 minutes? And I sort of made a list, and actually the one thing I've left off here was gin. Okay, I would definitely pour a beautiful gin and tonic. Now, for people who are not morning people, they might say, more than one maybe, I can get through 2 in half an hour. Start work later. Some people would say that's great, we're all in here ridiculously early. Would you finish early? Because that's actually a real treat. If you said to an employee, today you can finish early, they'd love you to bits. It's actually better than some of the other treats you can do. A proper lunch break, not one at your desk, but one where you actually get up, take proper time out. Imagine the impact on customer service if you had more time to spend with them. So 30 minutes could make a great deal of difference to your customer care in your business. Would you actually spend more time talking to your colleagues? Not just, I'm sorry, I'm too busy, and can you take that for me? Oh, love, would you be a dear, and would you run around? Actually talking to your colleagues, or if you're an employer, actually talking to your employees. Or would you save it up? Because I've worked out that's a day off a month. So you could have extra holidays. Or would you just like some time to relax and breathe? Because actually we lead such busy lives, we don't even have time to do that. And you see, that 30 minutes could be all the difference. This film still has resonance with me as to what would happen if it was just a minute difference, how the results could be changed. 30 minutes is life-changing. Every single day it's life-changing. So, I love this statement, time well spent results in more money to spend, more money to save and more time to vacation. And who doesn't want more holidays? And I can recommend, by the way, that you definitely go to Madagascar for your next trip, because it is the most extraordinary island with the most fantastic beaches. And I will never, ever, ever forget going there. The fairy time mother. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying to the end. I can do so many things to help you. So do get in touch. My contact details are here at the end. Details. You stayed to the end. Thank you. Do you know how few people actually do that? So I know I can do good things for your business. So do get in touch. My details are right at the bottom. Thank you very much.